Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Divyarvindana Kaldurmada Shrimad Ratnagar Singhasanastau Shri Shri Radha Shila Govindevayu Presthalyavi Sevyamana Smarami. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. All together please. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. 1 minute. So we just heard, wonderfully described by Prabhuji, the glories of this Akshaya Tritya. Why we have all assembled here, as we know, is the best day of the year to start with any project, travel, business, new venture, or to give donation, initiation, all this kind of marriages, etc. But what is the meaning of Akshaya? To describe the complete glories of Akshaya Tritya, it will take at least 3 hours. And I have given 50 minutes. So I will try to brief. What is Akshaya Tritya? Prabhuji just mentioned many occasions happened on this day, like appearance day of Parshuram, who killed Kshatriyas 21 times on this planet Earth. And after killing those Kshatriyas, he performed yagyas at Kurukshetra. 5 great yagyas, Samantak Panchakam, to deliver everyone. And also on this day, the doors of Badri Narayan, one of the 4 dhams in India, Badri Narayan, to have darshan. Many people, they go to have darshan of Nar Narayan Bhagwan, Uddhav ji and Badri Narayan. So the doors of Badri Narayan is open for everyone. And also our Param Gurudev, our Gurudev's Gurudev established Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti on this special day. But what is Akshaya means? English, any good word for Akshaya? Endless, indestructible. And what is Shaya means? Destructible. Shaya means destructible. What is that which is destructible? Everything what we see around us is all Shaya, destructible. Even our body, even our enjoyment with senses, minds, etc., all destructible. This entire universe, 14 planetary system, destructible. Everything has an end. So this is all Shaya. I'm not elaborating on this. Whereas I do want to elaborate on what is Akshaya. So just opposite of Shaya, destructible is indestructible. And what is that? Krishna. Bhagwan, Bhaktas and Bhakti is all Akshaya. How is Bhagwan Akshaya? How is Bhaktas are Akshaya? And how is Bhakti is Akshaya? Prabhuji just mentioned about Bhagavad Gita. How many verses in Bhagavad Gita? 700 verses. And how many verses Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita? Yeah? 620 something, approx. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. How many minutes? 48 minutes. Approx. This is a lecture. So, the transcendental song sung by the Lord for deliverance is Bhagavad Gita. That's why it's called Gita, not Geet. Geet means song. And when it is added on A, long A, Gita, Ta means Tran. Tran means deliverance. Like Gayatri, the song of deliverance, Gayatri. So Tran means deliverance. The song sung by the Lord for deliverance. So that song, which he sung for 48 minutes, approx, he spoke 600 some verses. But at one point, he wanted Arjun to declare something. Kaunteha pratijani name bhakt pranashati. O the son of Kunti, declare everywhere, my devotee never perish. My devotee never get destroyed. Why, Prabhu? You speaking all the verses, why you want me to only utter this one line, not the complete verse? In one verse there are 4 lines. Krishna spoke everything, Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma. But just one line he want Arjun to announce. That is, Name Bhakt Pranashati, my devotee never perish. Why he wants Arjun to announce this? You all are scholars, you know this. Because Krishna is very fond of making promises and he preserves his promises. And what is Bhagavad Gita? The promises of Krishna. Whatever verse you take from Gita spoken by Krishna is all promise. Sarva dharman paritajye ananyas chinto mam je jana paripasate deviyash gunmai mamaya turataya. All verses spoken by Krishna's word. In bracket we can put Bhagavad Gita as it is, and in bracket the promises of Krishna. In a very general sense, to describe any person who don't know Bhagavad Gita, just say this is the promise of the Lord. Promises of the Lord. So, he wants Arjun to announce one line only. That my devotee never perish. My devotee is Aksaya. And my devotion, bhakti, never perish. And my bhakti is also Akshaya. Because I am also Akshaya. And he declared this, he claimed this in front of everyone, taking his index finger and touching on his chest and claiming this, Aham sarvasva prabhu matta sarvam pravartate. I am the Lord of everyone, everything emanates from me. That means all promises of Krishna are always true and real, never cheating. But in very special circumstance, when he get in comparison with any of his devotee, in that loving circumstance, there is a chance that he can break his promise, as it happened in the case of Bhishma Pitama. Krishna took this vow, I will never hold weapon in this battle. And Bhishma also took this promise, I will make you hold weapon in this battlefield. So to save the promise of his devotee, so that his promise should not go to Shaya, he's always remain Akshaya, Krishna broke his own promise. So he's little worried that I may, in any circumstance, in any loving circumstance, I may broke my promise. But Arjun, if you announce this, then I will keep your promise no matter what I have to do for that. So your promise will become Akshaya forever. for all times, for past, present and future, that my devotee never perish. And to prove this, there are 4 characters in Srimad Bhagavatam where we see devotee, devotion never perish. Very elaborate subject. Otherwise Bhagavatam will start. I am here in this temple. From tomorrow I am going to speak. If you all want to come, I will speak elaborately on these points. Today just briefly. From 7 to 8. If you all want to come, I will speak Harikatha. The 4 characters. One is Bharat Maharaj, the King Bharat, so much devoted to Krishna, loving Krishna on the stage of Bhav. But he got attracted or attached to a deer and then he he left his body in remembrance of the deer and he became a deer in the next life. And in the other life he became Jad Bharat. Just giving a hint so everyone can understand. I'm not elaborating on this. But as Jad Bharat, he remembered all his 2 previous births. Name Bhakta Parnashati, my devotee never perish. Jad Bharat remembered what happened in the previous 2 births, not 2 previous years. We don't even remember what we ate 2 weeks back. We don't even remember what we ate last week on this day. Jad Bharat, he remembered 2 births. So Akshaya. The example of Chitraketu Maharaj, who got cursed by Parvati ji. When Shiva was keeping his wife on his lap, Parvati ji, and she is embracing Mahadev, and Shiva is speaking Harikatha to thousands of sages. And Chitraketu Maharaj was on his airplane with heavenly ladies and singing and dancing, glorifying the Lord. And he commented on Mahadev, what is this etiquette to speak the glories of Lord by keeping wife on your lap and she is embracing you? But that was just a loving joke to his god brother. He didn't want to criticize Mahadev for this. But Parvati was not able to understand this. And she cursed Chitraketu Maharaj. All these sages have no objection. Who are you to speak this? I curse you. You have this demonic mentality. May you become a demon. Chitraketu Maharaj accepted this curse. And Mahadev, he chastised Parvati for this. That Chitraketu is my god brother and we both were joking with each other. Why you came in middle and cursed him? You don't know the glories of Chitraketu. He could have reversed the curse back to you. Yes, but Narayan para sarvana kutascha bhivayati. The devotees of Narayan, they never get fear from any circumstance. So anyway, Chitraketu Maharaj became Vritasur. But Vritasur means a big demon. And he's fighting on the battlefield with Indra, the king of demigods. But he didn't forget his prayers as he was doing as King Chitraketu. Vritasur remembered all those. This shows Name Bhakta Parnashati, my devotee never perish. Third example, Gajendra. There was a king, Indradyumna, who was worshipping his deities. And he saw a sage, Agast Rishi, approaching him. And instead of standing up in honor to Agast Rishi, he kept on sitting and worshipping his Lord, thinking no one is supposed to get up, no matter whoever comes and walk in, while serving the deities. But that's not the etiquette. When Gurudev enters or comes, one is supposed to first get up in honor, respect, and then continuing his service. But Agast Rishi cursed in the new Maharaj, and he became elephant. You sitting, even by seeing me that I am coming to you, approaching you, you sitting like an elephant, may you become an elephant. That was a curse. So he became elephant with that curse. And king of elephant means Gaj Indra, the king of elephant, Gajendra. But Gajendra was pulled by one crocodile in a pond, but he didn't forget his prayers, his stutis from his previous birth. And he was, while he was drowning, was just about to die. With his trunk, he offered a flower to the Lord, praying and performing so many stutis and prayers. And in this way, the Lord appeared on the scene and chopped off the head of crocodile and saved his devotee Gajendra. Name bhakta parnashyati. This is Akshaya. And the fourth example is of Naraji, who was in previous life was the son of a maid servant, but by serving some sadhus, and he was waiting for the time when I'm going to die, when I'm going to leave my body, because the next life he was assured he's going to become associate of the Lord. So the four examples, I just touched those points. But it is so elaborate. This means my devotee never perish. Bhakti is Akshaya. And Bhaktas are Akshaya too. Nitai Charana Satya Tahar Sevak Nitya. The lotus feet of Shri Nityam Prabhu is eternal in all truth. And those who are associate means the devotees of Shri Nityanand Prabhu, they are always eternal and pure. All truth. Bhaktas. Krishna is Akshaya. Anything related to Krishna. The whole entire spiritual worlds, Vaikuntha, Saket, Golok, Vrindavan is Akshaya. Because it's the spiritual abode. That's Akshaya. Anything related to that Akshaya is Akshaya. Anything related to spirituality is Akshaya. Even spirit itself is Akshaya. What is spirit? The soul. That's only one thing which is Akshaya. How we are perceiving objects on this world? With the presence of sunlight? Our Acharya said no. Because of the presence of soul, we are perceiving the entire world, the objects of the world, with the presence of soul. Soul itself is illuminating. So that's something which is only one thing in this world, which is Akshaya, which never dies. Na jayate mrite va kadachin. Soul never dies. No one can cut soul, no one can burn soul, no one can dry soul. Is Akshaya. Evidence, Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Mame vansha jiva loke jiva bhut sanatan. The jivas are my part and parcel, and they are eternal. There is no destruction of the soul. Soul is eternal, is sanatan. That's why soul is Akshaya. Krishna is Akshaya. Brahmaji claims this. Brahmaji says, Aho bhagyam, nand go praja kusam, yan mitra paramanandam purna brahm sanatan. All glories to Nand Maharaj, in whose courtyard the Par-Brahm, the Supreme Personality, is playing, manifesting ordinary human-like pastime, child-like pastime. And he's Sanatan, he's eternal. Eternal means he's Akshaya. That's why another name of Krishna is Achyuta, infallible. One who never falls is Akshaya. And the opulence of Krishna is also Akshaya. Many people here, they are very wealthy. They have so much wealth, so much opulence. But how long they are holding that opulence? 80 years, 90 years, 100 years? After that, finish. The wealth is there, the opulence is there, but doesn't belong to us anymore. because the body finish is destructible. But Krishna opulence is forever. The 6 opulences of Krishna is Akshaya. The opulence, Aishwarasya, Samagrasya, Virasya, the strength of Krishna is Akshaya. The beauty of Krishna is Akshaya. The knowledge of Krishna is Akshaya. And the renunciation of Krishna is also Akshaya. The opulences of Krishna is always Akshaya. It never declines. The beauty of Krishna, it never stays alone. The beauty which never declines. What to speak of? Stay, remain. The beauty is always enhancing. Evidence? Bhagavatam. When Krishna entered the arena of Kamsa, and the beautiful women of Mathura, when they were adoring the beauty of Krishna, they said this: Gopyas tapam kim achred yadamusha rupam lavanya saram asma ordam ananya siddhim dirgvi pibyanto anusam dhurapam ekant dham yash shri ashwarasya. Just by seeing Krishna, when he just killed one elephant, Govinda, and he took the tusk out from that elephant and he was holding on his shoulders, and he entered in the arena of Kamsa. And his whole claws, the body stained by the blood of that elephant. But even in that condition is so beautiful. The beautiful women of Mathura, when they saw the beauty of Krishna, they said, oh, we don't understand. What austerities have gopis performed? They are glorifying gopis. They are in the present tense, not in the past tense. They are still drinking the beauty of Krishna. That beauty which is asma ordam, which always rise, always grow more and more, every second, every moment. Never declines. Ananya Siddhim. And who is Krishna? The embodiment of Yash, Shri, Aishwarasya. The fame, the beauty and the opulence is the embodiment of that. And that fame, opulence and beauty and strength, knowledge, renunciation of Krishna never declines. It's always growing and growing and growing because it's Akshaya. This is Akshaya. Brahmaji's claims in Bhagavatam, I'm giving all references, I'm not saying from my mind. These are evidences. The creator Brahma, even he is not Akshaya. He has to leave one day because he is still in this material universe. The Brahmaji claim, Janantam eva janantam kim bahuvakt name prabhu manasu vapushu vacha vaibhavam tava gocharam. Brahmaji says, anyone who says, I can or I have measured the opulence of the Lord, opulence of Krishna, I have measured the sweetness of Krishna, is only foolishly cheating you. I, Brahma, with my 4 heads, and I, Brahma, who've gone through Vedas 3 times, I boldly claim, Janantam eva janantam kim bahuvakta name prabhu. Whoever says this, just let them speak. They are all cheating. But with my mind, with my understanding, I, Brahma, can say, no one can measure the depth, the length and breadth, or whatever, the opulence and the sweetness of Krishna. No one. Because this is Akshaya, which never declines, never get fade. It's Akshaya. The beauty of Krishna, the qualities of Krishna, always merciful to his devotees, never declines. It's always stay and growing and growing and growing. So the name, the form, the qualities and the pastimes and the associate of Lord, of Krishna, is always Akshaya. The name, of Krishna. We chant Maha Mantra every day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is Akshaya. The sages chanting this. Imagine that Treta Yuga, when Lord Ram appeared in Treta Yuga. Which Treta Yuga Lord Ram appeared? We sing beautiful Sita Ram Lakshman Hanumanji here. Which Treta Yuga? Not this Treta Yuga. Ramji is not in this Treta Yuga. This is 28th Chaturyugi of Brahma. This running. 28th Chaturyugi of Brahma. Chaturyugi means when Satyug, Treta, Dwapar and Kalyug. This is called Chaturyugi. This is 28th, where Krishna appeared 5,000 years back in Dwapar. But Shri Ram didn't appear in this Treta Yuga. Shri Ram appeared in 24th Chaturyugi of Brahma. Imagine how many ages back. 24th Chaturyugi. And when Shri Ram was in forest, he met so many rishis who were chanting Gopal mantra. For how many years? 60,000 years. Day and night, meditating, focused, determined on chanting this Gopal mantra. And then they saw the beauty of Ram and they got attracted. And after getting blessings from Ram, then they became the gopis in Krishna Leela. And while describing this, once upon a time in Mathura Math, Srila Gurudev in the audience, he used to ask, everyone wants perfection and everyone wants to become a gopi in just 2-3 years. Those sages, those rishis, they chanted 60,000 years. And day and night Gopal mantra. And after receiving the blessings, directly receiving Shri Ram and seeing his beauty, then they became gopi. And by the way, Gurudev was asking every individual, how many thousand years you chanting? How many hundreds you chanting? And you want to become gopi in one lifetime. Okay. But my point is, they were chanting this Gopal mantra. They never get bored. Why? This Naam is Akshaya. This Naam Akshaya. Naam Chintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Ras Vigraha, Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukto, Abhinatva Naam Namani. There's no difference between the name, the possessor of the name and the Naam. Means Krishna and his name. They're same. So it's Akshaya. The name, the Naam of Bhagwan is Akshaya. The beauty of Bhagwan, beauty of Krishna is Akshaya. The qualities, Akshaya. And the pastimes, unlimited, endless. That endless means Ananta, with his thousands of words, describing the pastimes of Krishna. And he think, I'm going to describe it soon, so that I can finish those pastimes, what he has already manifested. But moment he comes to the end, Krishna, immediately, he performed thousands of more pastimes. There's always a competition between Ananta, with thousands of hoods, Shesha, that I want to describe all the pastimes of the Lord. And Krishna took this as a challenge, and he manifests thousand and million of more pastimes like that. So pastimes of Krishna is not restricted. This also Akshaya. Unlimited and endless and indestructible. Those who hear those pastimes, those who recite and hear and chant those pastimes, they also become Akshaya. When any jiva, any living entity, following the process of devotional activities, which is Akshaya, he gets his perfection in that abode, in that realm, which is Akshaya, and he never falls from there. He never falls from there. This is Akshaya. So maybe for a general populace, this year is very auspicious, which is no doubt very auspicious. But for devotees, every day is Akshaya Tritya. For devotees, every day is Akshaya Tritya. Reason being, what they do? They serve deities at home. They perform Navvida Bhakti, the 9 limbs of Bhakti. They do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. Hearing about Krishna, speaking about Krishna, meditating on Krishna, fasting on Ekadashi, fasting on Janmashtami, and May 14th, Saturday, is appearance day of Lord Nrsimhadev. So announcement to everyone, there going to be a program on May 14th, Saturday. So please do come. Very, very auspicious day. If you want to get rid of all your obstacles from your life, must follow fast on that day. Fast until sunset. Must follow fast. Means refrain from grains. And many devotees, they even don't drink water. They do nirjala. But as per your health allows. Very auspicious day. If you fast on that day, definitely one will become eligible for the bhakti of the Lord. Bhakti of Bhagwan. Definitely. Prahlad Maharaj is the evidence for this. So, fastings, chanting every day, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day. This is all these activities are Akshaya, imperishable. They never get destroyed. Everything else is destructible, is Shaya. But any spiritual activity which we perform is all Akshaya. So therefore, instead of running after those objects and enjoyments and facilities which one day going to end, one should follow the process of bhakti to achieve something high. If we are doing some endeavors to attain something, let's say happiness, happiness is also Shaya. Any happiness, eating, sleeping, enjoying, it gets to saturation and it goes fade and it's finished. But bliss is something more than happiness. And bliss is Akshaya. Bliss never declines. Bliss never gets saturation. Bliss always enhancing every minute. Pratipadam Purna Amrita Swadanam. The bliss each and every minute, every moment is complete relishment of bliss. That's in chanting and hearing. And one who developed this taste, is addictive. One who developed this taste never gives up. So try to develop this, the taste of Akshaya, which never get destroyed. To become Akshaya. We as soul, we are Akshaya. But this body is going to end up one day, is going to finish one day. But constantly performing devotional activities and in proximity with Krishna in the form of His name, chanting His names or hearing His class, speaking about Him, following Ekadashi and all other special tithis, what happens? One gets what? A spiritual form. And that spiritual body is Akshaya. It never get destroyed. Understand? This is the essence of Akshaya Tritya. It says, on this day one is supposed to donate gold. Or one is supposed to give donation. And the result of that donation, anyone who donate on this day, can be money, grains, whatever, never get scarcity of money and grain in their life. Never. This is the result of giving a donation on this day. But the best donation over these donations is giving donation of your ears. The ears. What does that donation means? When we give ears means we giving attention. Jai Shri Radha Govinda ki jai. Giving ears means giving attention. To what subjects? The subjects of Aksaya, Krishna. That's the best donation. A disciple can give the best donation to one's Guru is attention, means ears. And Guru gives the best donation. What Guru gives? Not any material happiness or material object. He also gives Akshaya gift. What is that? Tav kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bhiditam kalmashapaham Shavana mangalam shimad atmatam bhuvi garnanti te bhuri rajana. Those who are always speaking the topics of Krishna, they are giving best donation. What they are giving? They are giving Krishna through the media of their Harikatha. Krishna is subtle. Try and understand this theory. Because many people or some students, they ask this question. I don't believe God because I don't see Him. Very straight, right? Which sometimes many people think is true, right? We don't see God, then I don't believe Him. There are many ways to prove that God is present, but let us on a very practical ground. How this fan is running and these lights? How? By its own, or there is some electricity? Can we see electricity? We only seeing fans moving. We seeing mic is working, the lights. But we can't see. Can we see electricity? We can see the cables. Why we can't see electricity? Then don't believe in electricity. Switch off everything. Then we'll be suffering cold, hot. Don't believe in electricity. Oh, I have a very powerful 5G internet device. Means Wi-Fi. But those waves which are moving around, can you see that? You don't see that, but you're working with that. So I don't believe God present because I don't see Him. There are many answers for that. So, focus on what Guru gives is Akshaya. Means Bhurida Jana. They are the best donors. Guru Jans, they are the best donors because they are giving Krishna. Krishna who is subtle in form and subtle in nature. Like, can you see my mind? What I'm thinking right now? I can see your mind. I know what you all thinking. Please stop the lecture and we want to go back. So I'm reading your mind, I can't see your mind. Because mind, intelligence is very subtle in nature. We can't even see each other's minds. And we want to see Krishna who is very subtle in nature. The soul itself is so subtle. And Krishna, the super soul, is more subtle. We can't even see Him. But how we can perceive Krishna? Because He is subtle, it comes through the mouth of Guru. And when the disciple holds that with the ears, Krishna enters through the mouth of Guru and enters through the ear from the disciple and make his residence in the heart. Because subtle in form, subtle in nature. This is a subtlety. the transmission, how Krishna comes in the heart of a devotee. Through the lips of pure devotee. The Krishna Katha is the only way to receive Krishna. Krishna Naam is the only way to receive Krishna. And Krishna Katha is the only way to receive Krishna. There is no other way out. No other way out. That's why Gurujans, they are the best donor because they are donating Krishna. And they're donating every day. Just we have to get ready to receive that donation. One feel proud. Oh, on Akshaya Tritya, I gave $1,000. I gave $10,000. I gave $100,000. Feel very proud of it. But what Guruji is giving, what Gurudev is giving, is more than $1 billion. Is giving Krishna. We are only giving them material things. And He is giving us Akshaya, spiritual things, which never get destroyed. So who is superior? One who's giving 1 million or one who's giving Krishna? If I spend every day luxuriously, I spend every day, I can destroy, I can finish my money. But you cannot finish Krishna. So they are superior because they are giving Akshaya Vastu. They are giving Akshaya. So it's a very auspicious day for all of us. We beg and we pray at the lotus feet of Shri Gaunityanan Prabhu, Shri Radha Govindji, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanumanji, and our beloved Srila Gurudev and Prabhupada, the entire Guru Parampara. Please bless us on this very special day with Akshaya, something which is indestructible, means Krishna. That's why we pray, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomar shakati ache, amito kangal, Krishna Krishna voli, dhaitava pache pache. Oh Gurudev, Krishna is yours, and I'm beggar because I have everything else, but I don't have Krishna. I have everything else besides Krishna, and you have everything because you have Krishna. So I'm beggar, I'm running after you. Can you please give me a portion of that, a little mercy, so I can also behold Krishna. I can also hold Krishna in my life and make my life and myself Akshaya. Means from this material body to journey to spiritual body, which is Akshaya. In brief, this is Akshaya Tritya. So for devotees, every single day is Akshaya Tritya. Because they chant, they read Bhagavad Gita, they pour water in Tulasi, they take care of Tulasi. So all these activities are Akshaya. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada saying, this is Akshaya. Every day is Akshaya Tritya. And on this day, if you go to Vrindavan, in India, all the temples, they put chandan, the body of Krishna, from the toe to head. No clothing on this day. No clothing. The clothing of flowers. And chandan means sandalwood paste. They apply all over the body to give him cooling effect. Why? Because India right now is very hot. 110, 115 degrees. But surprisingly, how is feeling hot? Why is feeling warm? He is the one who can even swallow fire. Right? He jumped into Jamuna. He came out and shivering. And not one, 12 sons, Dwadash, 12 sons appeared to give him warm effect. He is making drama. And that drama means pastimes. He wants to take service from everyone. Son has a desire, I want to serve you. Okay, come. 12 sons come together. Serve me. You get benefited. And you get the Akshaya results. So, what is that warm? What he's feeling? The separation from his beloved ones. the separation from the beloved ones. And that's why devotees, they serve Krishna. How they serve Krishna? Make meeting of Krishna and his beloved. And who is the most beloved of Krishna? Radha Rani. What is the complexion of Radha Rani? What is the color of sandalwood paste? Something like golden. So by smearing chandan, the sandalwood paste on the body of Krishna is what? Uniting Radha Krishna together. Jai Jai Radha Krishna Yugal Milan. That's the aim and object of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. To unite Radha Krishna together. This is what Gopis does in spiritual world. And we get this opportunity on this Aksaya Tritya day to smear chandan on the body of Krishna to give him cooling effect. And the only coolness comes when he get embrace of his beloved Radha Rani. That's chandan. Akshay Tritya ki, Chandan Yatra ki, Akshay Bhagwan ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Shri Govindji Gaudiya Math ki. Thank you so much for coming. And don't forget, May 14th, there will be another festival, a very special day, a day of fasting. If you can do this, Narsimha Bhagwan is destroy all obstacles on our path. So if we fast and if we come here on that day, you're going to hear some glories of Narsimha Bhagwan, and that's very, very auspicious for us. Thank you so much. Vancha Patita Nam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo.